Hey you guys, I just wanted to go ahead and let y'all in on a little bit of a talk time. I just wanted to start this off on, sorry about it if my hands are a little bit close, but just wanted to start this off on the Oscellaris Lawn Care channel. And I'm so pleased to see that, you know, y'all guys are giving me such good advice for the last video on what I indicate that basically I did get my truck taken, and I just wanted to go over graphs, a little bit of a detail, actually let y'all know on some good insight, get y'all a little bit up and close and personal of the vehicle that I'm currently using right now. Also letting y'all know on Oscellaris Lawn Care as far as future terms and future talk, and where we're gonna go at, and what I base that decision making on. All right, just wanted to go ahead and, you know, go over you know, a few graphic details about the truck, letting y'all know that you know, everything is good as far as that being said. In business, I did make the payments. I wanted to go ahead and also indicate I made a couple complaints on the actual credit protection, consumer credit protection, what it is, complaint line, and they told me to go ahead and fill out some additional information on the company that I was actually financing the vehicle from. I'm not going to disclose that because basically right now I'm just trying to go ahead and rest my nerves off of it. I'm just going to be perfectly honest with you. We at Oscellaris Lawn Care, we're just thinking about that and how devastating that it is that a business, sorry if I'm looking away from the camera much more as often, that a business that, you know, loses a truck or whatever, whatnot, other lawn cares, they thinking that, you know, you didn't make the payment, you can don't make the payment or make a complaint about the company, and next thing you know, boom, they take the truck, they take everything that's in it. Now, what makes it so odd about these days, this year, and all the stuff that we had in cap in 2001 and in 2020, that basically, you know, some companies weren't running their billing department right. They wasn't. It was just so many sicknesses, so many illnesses, people were understaffed, etc., etc. And me trying to make payments for the 2013 Chevy Silverado just seemed like it was so far-fetched. Now let me explain. I'm not trying to come up with a logical lie, but guess what? I did make on-time payments, and they happened to miss 3 of those payments. And I just wanted to go ahead and make that clarified so that, you know, we can go ahead on that day 4th and actually, you know, work on and progress on this new truck and the new ideas and everything that I have and capped it for 2022. So as far as that being said, we had a lot of gamut with the financial company and stuff like that. I wanted to go ahead and pay a little extra. I think about around May, I wanted to pay a little extra. I went and paid them $800. I went and paid them another $800 in June, and they failed to documentate, you know, like my payments from 2018 and 2019, and I indicated in that company that, you know, MoneyGram and everybody, you know, were having a little bit of a financial hiccup. As far as that being said, not financially, but they were having a technical, you know, lapse. And some of these companies, when you finance a vehicle, they have a what they call a, you know, bugs in the system. Well, they would not take a payment for at least about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or whatnot, and then you're left in the dark. At that point in time, we were making payments. What happened is the computer glitched the payment for my Western Union payment and did not apply it to the account. Now, that being said, you know, there's a lot of latency, a lot of, you know, things that were going about in that era on their behalf, that I felt like it was not my fault, it was not my problem, and I felt like as if they wanted to go ahead and make me pay a little extra money for what I had, as far as that being said, for the 2013 Chevy Silverado. So we began going bickering back and forth all 2020, and those were my recent payments. I paid them extra. I paid them a lot extra on time, and they failed to go ahead and initiate those payments as being on-time payments. And rather yet, they were telling me that I were in the collections for at least a year. I think about in our collections, 2018, and I know that wasn't necessarily true because I was making all on-time payments 2018. Somebody from 2018 messed up my payment. Either it's got to be Western Union or Publix that I was going to. What happened is I used to work in that type of background. When I worked over at Greyhound, and I was a manager at Greyhound, one of the ticket agents at Greyhound. What it is a courtesy for, excuse me, I stay out in the front street. What it is a courtesy that basically you have what you call, they can documentate what they have in that cash drawer, but at the end of the night they can also erase your deposit and make you feel like you didn't pay it. So either it's got to be one of the checkout girls that had 3 payments of mine that they stole it, and they long from got away from that place so they won't get caught, or they got caught by a managerial team, or they're still working there. Or it could be Western Union and one of their hiccups. Now this is a true story. They will have hiccups every once in a while. That's why you got to keep your DC number. What happened with me is I had no DC number of that year, so everything that I put up for my taxes, I had them in an envelope. I got them in my drawer, my dresser drawers and stuff like that. And I were going through them, and I seemed to misplaced those receipts for the DC numbers. So what happened is they didn't credit the account. They couldn't go ahead and actually let me know what happened to my money, and then when I asked them about where the DC, what happened to the DC number that I replied to your company, and they said they didn't have that also on file. My financing company said all those things. They didn't have anything on file. So with that being said, that sent me into delinquency for my account. And even though I was making recent payments, they didn't apply that for on-time payment, and therefore I guess my truck got took. Those things could happen to you at any point in time. That's why I say in business to go ahead and actually check your receipts, save them all, the payment processing, everything like that, because there's no way possible right now that we can go out there and go and finance another truck right at this minute, because it's so many trucks that are unavailable, and it's like the trucks are going up. They're going up in price ranges. As far as that being said, they have a lot of older trucks going for more than the newer trucks that they're coming out. The mass production of trucks have shortened the supply, so the supply and demand is starting to really choke up around that area, which makes it sucks for me as a business owner, which sent us to this dilemma. Either we're going to wait into the winter time, because now it's like, as I'm making this video, it's like December. We're in the middle of December, January, and basically we're not, as swamped as what we usually would be. So the businesses are like, lawn care, environmental businesses, they're slowing down. So what I came up with is this conclusion, as we can either wait until it either comes up on our next 2020 tax season, and go out there and